Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be here at Lees-McRae College Hayes Auditorium. First time we've done this, Dr. Spear. It's, we're here on stage.
This is very cool.
Yeah, we really wanted to do that this time, and a tremendous show that's going to be here starting out. Mary Poppins, the 32nd annual Lees-McRae Summer Theater here at Hayes Auditorium in Banner Elk, North Carolina. And it's a great pleasure. Dr. Janet Spear, you've been a part of it all these years and just done
32 years.
32
yeah,
years.
That's a long time.
It is. You've done a fantastic job, and this is going to be a tremendous show. This first one, and Jennifer Porch, nice to see you again.
Nice to
we
see
saw
you.
you in Kiss Me Kate. And,
You sure did.
And it's great to have you here. And Dr. Spear, it takes a great Mary Poppins, doesn't it, in order to pull this off?
You don't do it unless you got a Jennifer. So
we have a great family too. We have a great Banks family. So
yeah, and we're sitting right here in Cherry Tree Lane, number 17. The Banks house is right behind us, and we're going to show you some of the Mary Poppins is going to fly in a little while and fly across the stage in various ways, and we're going to see some walking across the ceiling. You're going to have someone doing that.
That's right. We are.
So Dr. Spear, tell us then about the 32nd annual. You've got 3 tremendous shows again this year.
We do. First of all, disclaimer, I'm in my rehearsal clothes, so just to let everybody know.
Just caught her in the middle of working.
Yeah. But we're going to do Mary Poppins first, and that is our family show. We always do one that's really good for families, but it's got such great lessons for adults and everybody. And then we do Always Patsy Cline, and you don't do Always Patsy Cline unless you've got a Patsy Cline, and we got her. Yeah. She's a gal out of Charlotte named Erica McGee, and she is fabulous as Patsy Cline. And then we move on to the Pajama Game, and that's just an old chestnut of a show, 50s Doris Day kind of thing, and lots of dance and songs like Steam Heat and Hey There and all those kinds of things. So it's a great one.
So Mary Poppins, I mean, all of us remember, from 1964, the Walt Disney movie. It was so phenomenal. Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. You can't ask for anything better than that. But it was also taken from the stories, wasn't it? P.L. Travers.
That's right.
And so it really combined that, didn't it? Whenever they went into the musical.
It did combine it, and in a lot of ways was truer to the story, than the film. And of course, we don't have animated penguins and things like that, so we had to kind of adjust.
Yeah. But it's, as you mentioned, great life lessons that you learn.
Yes.
And Mary Poppins really teaches these children, don't you, Jennifer?
I teach children, and hopefully I teach adults as well. There's so many lessons to be learned, such as, making choices that will benefit others, being patient, having no judgment against a class barrier or anything of that matter, and really, hopefully, knowing that your family is there, and soon your children will not be so small. So take that moment and enjoy that moment and seize it and live for all that it's worth.
Yeah.
So
when it starts out, Birds, I guess, Cherry Tree Lane, and then you come in because there's a nanny. They keep going through nannies, don't they?
Right.
They do.
Right.
Yeah. So tell us about how you come in really to try to, the Banks family is having a lot of difficulties at the time, aren't they?
They are, and I kind of magically appear. I kind of consider Mary Poppins a guardian angel to whomever may need her, and for whatever reason they may need her. And so I sort of float in and
literally,
and I work magic and try to teach and pass on my wisdom.
Yeah, some wonderful songs too.
Yes. Chim Chim Cheree and
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah. And then there's some great scenes too, because you have so many technical sides to it, don't you?
Right.
Special effects and everything is going to be phenomenal. But so what songs do you enjoy singing the most, Jennifer?
Oh, goodness. I always laugh a little bit because I have to sing a song about how Mary Poppins is practically perfect. And Jennifer herself is a tomboy all the way through and through, and I have to be all prim and proper, and it just makes me giggle inside every time. I enjoy, well, I don't sing Step in Time, but I enjoy being in that number. That's a fun number it's got a lot of tap involved and so much energy and spark that I enjoy that one. And then another one that I enjoy to sing actually is Supercalifragilistic, which I don't want to give maybe the magic behind it yet, but I think the audiences will come and see why it's so much fun.
And there's so many great songs there from the movie.
Right.
But then Practically Perfect is actually a song that was made specifically for the musical, wasn't it? So it's something that if you saw the movie, you won't actually have seen it yet.
Yeah. There's quite a few songs.
So you get to see a new Mary Poppins.
Right.
Yeah.
Some other scenes too, aren't there, in the musical that you don't see in in the movie? Yeah, so it's phenomenal. June 26th to July the 3rd.
July the 3rd, yeah.
And it's going to be...
Get your tickets.
Oh, yeah. And you have June the 26th, 29th, and July 2nd and 3rd are at 2 p.m., June 28th and 30th, and July 1st at 7 p.m. And this is a phenomenal, I mean, really, you're talking about Lees-McRae campus here, and anyone who hasn't been here, we're sitting here right now in the auditorium, Hayes Auditorium, and this is a beautiful place, isn't it?
It is a beautiful place to come, and we invite people to come on over the mountain and see it. You know, that there's just great things going on in Banner Out.
Yeah, well, there really are, and it's such, we've talked about it before, but we've always been in the studio and we've talked about it each year, but it's the perfect size because it's big, but at the same time, I mean, so it seats a lot of people, but everybody's close.
Very intimate, yes, yes.
So you really feel like you're a part of it when you're in the audience. So what do you enjoy the most, Dr. Spear, about Mary Poppins?
Gosh. Well, it's a new show for me, and a lot of times when I do a show, I've done it before. So whenever I'm doing a new show, that's always fun and great exploration, and so I just love the messages in it. You know, like Jennifer was saying, to talk about it, she addresses the poor and the disenfranchised. She addresses family dysfunction. She addresses money and how money should be valued, and that kind of speaks to a lot of what I believe. And so when you believe in something, it's a lot easier to do it. And then I think added on to that, the cast is phenomenal, and the music director, the set people, it's just a very fine group to work with, and that just makes it fun.
Oh, yeah. Jennifer, you actually have to, as you teach them a lesson, at one point you actually leave to kind of really reinforce. What is it, Miss Andrews that comes in?
An evil nanny shows up, yes, to try to replace me. So.
And then you come back, and then they're really glad to see you then whenever you come back.
They appreciate what they've lost.
Yeah. That's absolutely tremendous. And Dr. Spear, tell us then about, so the other shows, Always Patsy Cline, and the Pajama Game. Tell us about
Always Patsy Cline starts off with a woman named Louise, and Louise was a great fan of hers, and she kept trying to get Louise kept trying to get Patsy's attention and couldn't get it. And then one night Patsy Cline shows up on her doorstep, and they become fast friends. And Louise tells her story as Patsy goes from costume to costume and song to song. And Patsy's story is amazing, very provocative, very interesting. And then Pajama Game is gosh, I think Pajama Game, every single song in it is a delight. It's fun. Like I said, there's lots of dance in it. The great big petticoats you missed from the 50s and all that, you know, and it's just a lot of fun. And I just remember watching that movie over and over again as a child. So.
And Patsy Cline there with the great songs of that, like Crazy and some of those tremendous songs.
That's right, that's right.
So you really enjoy being Mary Poppins?
I sure am. I get to come back to Lees-McRae College, which is my alma mater. So that always brings a delight for me. And then I get to work with Doc, which is always a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
And I get to be close to home, so.
Yeah, that's tremendous. I mean, it's going to be so exciting. Anyone who hasn't been to one of the shows here at Lees-McRae Summer Theater, it's tremendous. I mean, I've been and watched so many of them, and they're just such a pleasure and such a joy to be here. You guys do a fantastic job.
Thank you. We work hard at it.
Yeah, so we're talking. So if somebody wants to get the phone number for the box office is 828-898-8709. You can also go online on your website.
Right. Just www.lmc.edu/Summer Theater.
Yeah, and if you go to lmc.edu, you'll be able to also find on there, you can click on the Summer Theater. So as long as you remember lmc.edu, the Lees-McRae College website there, then you'll be able to do that. But it's just, what a tremendous story. And really the musical was the combined efforts of Disney and Cameron McIntosh.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
And then it started out on the West End in London, in 2003, and then it went on to Broadway. Had 2,500 shows, more than that on Broadway.
Right. It's been very popular.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. But that's going to be great, and we're going to get to see you fly in a little bit here. So would you like to if we'll let you slip off for a little bit here, and then we'll film you flying across the stage.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's great to see you too, Jennifer. Thank you so much. It was good. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm Great.
Everybody's doing the same thing. And thank you for doing that. You just sold it, and I'll tell you if it's not. I got it.
Cheerio, birds. Keep an eye on them for me.
So Dr. Spear, there's some tremendous flying right there. Really
Yes.
enjoyed watching that.
Right,
And
right.
you're going to have some, now we're getting the opportunity. Mary Wildsmith here, Casey Courtney, great to have you. Casey Courtney's a technical engineer.
Yes.
Mary, you're the stage manager.
Correct.
Thanks so much for being here. And you guys, there's so many special effects and so many things that go on in here. If you would, tell us about some of those, Mary, if you would.
Well, there are, of course, a lot of special effects in Mary Poppins. It is a magical show. The kitchen is probably the main special effects piece. We have things that have to break and repair themselves during the course of a song, and Casey can tell you a little bit more about the flying that you saw.
Yeah.
Yes, the flying was all provided by Dr. Delbert Hall with D2 Flying Effects. And we have a nice trolley system that we've used that can allow the actors to be flown across the stage, up and down, in every which way. And me and another guy, Andrew, are back there pulling the ropes and making that happen.
Yeah. It's amazing to see walking across the ceiling.
Definitely,
and
yeah.
It takes some courage to get up there, Dr. Spear.
And it does. And the first time he did it, he was scared of that. But then after that, he just took to it. I want to kind of back up on something. Casey's a Boone fella and graduated from Watauga and then came to us and graduated. And now where are you going?
Well, and my next plan is I'm going to be going to grad school at the School of the Arts in Winston-Salem.
Oh, congratulations. That's
Yeah,
tremendous.
so just a neat kind of side story on that.
So, Casey, you really enjoy I'm sure the challenge of this type of show is
Definitely, and this whole the rigging system and the flying is a new challenge for me, and I've really appreciated getting to have a big hand in it.
And obviously the audience is going to really love that.
I think the audience is going to love it.
Yeah. So, Mary, what do you like best about the show and being the stage manager? There's so much to do as a stage manager. It must be, the whole time you're having to do different things.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of hats. I just like being a facilitator. So we're working with a lot of very, very talented people from all over the country, and it's my job to make them as comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to do that.
That's great. And obviously working with Dr. Spear, you really enjoy that, I'm sure.
Yes, no, she could call me from Santa Fe next week and I'd go work for her.
What do you think is most special about Mary Poppins as the musical?
I'm going to echo what you've heard already today. It has a great message. I think specifically it's special to me to work on it being directed by Dr. Spear. I think a lot of the messages in the show echo personal themes I've seen throughout her life. She's very dedicated to the community and helping out everyone she comes in contact with, which makes it a little extra special.
Yeah, she is a special lady. And 32nd annual Lees-McRae Summer Theater. And Dr. Spear, you've done a fantastic job again. Mary Poppins, June 26th to July the 3rd. And then after that, always Patsy Cline. And then the Pajama Game. You put it together again to come up with these. You do so much work, even in the off season, to come up with the ideas that
Absolutely.
you're.
I don't know how I ever taught school because I used to teach. I'm retired from that because it takes all year to get ready.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
to choose these, and it's such a pleasure for you, as you mentioned, the first time you've done Mary Poppins in your
That's
your illustrious career. But thanks so much and if you to purchase some tickets, go to the website lmc.edu, and then you can find the Lees-McRae Summer Theater on there. That's the Lees-McRae College website, and you can also then call the phone number 828-898-8709. If you want to call the box office. So you want to hurry though, June 26th, July the 3rd. And we're sitting here right now, and you can't necessarily see it on the cameras, but the cast is all sitting here in the seats. They're getting ready to do a rehearsal here when we finish. We're right here in Hayes Auditorium at Lees-McRae College Summer Theater, and right here in Vanderbilt, North Carolina. It's a tremendous pleasure, Dr. Spear, as always.
Thank you, as always.
And
Yeah,
you've done-
thank you for all you do for the community.
Oh no, thanks so much, and I love Lees-McRae too, and you guys have been phenomenal for a long time. And Casey, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank
and,
you.
And you guys, I can tell what a tremendous job. You're very lucky to have this
Very.
group that you have,
Very.
and all of this cast.
I just
wonderful
surround
cast.
myself with talent and it all happens.
Thanks, Dr. Spear. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more of the Mountain Television Network.